Signature TV. News in your pocket.
Welcome back, and now we're going to be reflecting on the life and times of one of Nigeria's greatest football icons, Christian Chukwu. And this conversation, we're going to be, talking about him, his life and times, his contribution to, the world of football and his legacy. Joining us today via phone call this morning is Mazi Paul Obiako. He is an ex-national and Rangers footballer. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you.
All right, now we're talking about Christian Chukwu, late Christian Chukwu. When you hear that name, what comes to your mind? How would you personally describe him?
Yeah, Christian Chukwu is a popular name, a God's given name. Most people are addressing as CCC. And on the other hand, another something is added to that name, chairman, which makes him the chairman of people, and especially the field and the role he played in football. That makes that name a special name.
All right, please go on. We are with you.
Right. So, Christian Chukwu is a household name in terms of soccer within the pitch and outside the pitch. He's a complete gentleman. Whoever that has, come around him will know his ability and his worth. He's a respected human being. He loves people and he encourages people to do the right things.
Okay, now beyond football, because everyone knows Christian Chukwu, with football. But aside that, what else, is it about him that people should know, aside from football?
Right. Aside from football, in outside world of football, Christian Chukwu is an energizer, an encourager, and he loves people. Outside that, he's not a troublemaker. He's a gentleman to the core. Alright? So, in fact, when he sees you in trouble, he comes out to help you. He's a philanthropist in his lifestyle.
All right. So I understand you played with Christian Chukwu, both for Rangers and national football. Is that correct?
I played in Rangers, then with the in the national.
All right. So now, what was your personal relationship with him like?
Fine. When I joined Rangers in the year 1979 as a student who came in from CKC after winning the World School Sports in Dublin in 1977, I was enrolled into Rangers. I met Christian Chukwu and Samuel Yaka. Christian Chukwu took me as one of his own. He encouraged me as a young student who joined Rangers, because Rangers is a household name in the Southeast in general, because Rangers integrated the Igbos into Nigeria after the Civil War. So, for me, to join Rangers, it was a big something for me. I never knew. I added an inch to my former height as at that time. So, Christian Chukwu received me, encouraged me, motivated me. So, he was like a father to me. Yeah? She would not tell me, Paul, go for that ball. As a goalkeeper, go catch it. Those who have been there, they don't have two heads. They have one head. So there's nothing there. You will grow from there to the national team. In fact, he motivated me going to the national team as at that time. You know?
Yes.
So I think it's okay for the. In fact, Christian Chukwu was a true leader. To all, not I alone. He will encourage you. He will motivate you. Even when things go wrong, he will he accept the blames. I remember in 1981 when we played Benin Insurance. We lost that match in Enugu. When people wanted to kill us, this and I said, no, don't kill this player. Hold me responsible. Maybe I didn't motivate him well. That's a true leadership.
Yes, exactly. So, what about, his work ethic or dedication to the team? What was that unique thing that set him apart from others when it came to, his work ethic and the way he carried the team?
Right. His work ethic is carrying the team along. He's a motivator. He's a commander. But the way he plays, shows that he sees every person up front. And he's the last man of these days.
Exactly. Now, when his health started to deteriorate, how did that news affect you personally and even, the wider football family?
Well, for me, it was a sad moment when I heard that he was sick. And personally, talking to you now, I was sick as well. For me, I went on a heart surgery at Abuja then.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
But I felt for him. I felt for him so much. When he was, here, I was, in fact, up to date, we still thank Otedola, who helped tremendously in seeing him off to the UK, where he was treated. When he came back, then I left for Enugu for our ex-Rangers meetings. When we saw ourselves, he called me, but he calls me Polero. That's a name that my Brazilian coach gave me. He calls me Polero. We now exchange some pleasantries and talk to ourselves in my Portuguese language we understood. So he was happy seeing me and I was happy seeing him. I thank God when he came back from hospital because his ailment, kept both of us on the bay.
Yeah. Are you still there, Mr. Obiako?
I'm there.
Oh, okay. All right. We're still with you. You can continue.
Yeah. So I think once start talking about it, Chukwu, the day will break and the night will come and go again. So it's a long something. Okay?
Yes, exactly. Now
Yeah.
we also see, situations where, some people are of the opinion that legends like Christian Chukwu did not get the recognition that they deserved, before their passing. Now, what's your take on that?
Good. You see, this is a crime on Nigerians. The language that that's something we use in our national anthem. The labors of our heroes past, right? Nigeria never collect Christian his rightful position. He was old in the Green Eagles there. They didn't pay him. This man was lamenting. And with all that element, they never came to his rescue, except one person. So you see, Nigeria is not the country one would like to die for. Alright? Play their role, leave the rest to them. They don't recognize their heroes. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. Just a few days ago, the Falcons, they won their 10th women or something. They were given $100,000. What of the man who is sick? Release his money for him to get himself up. They didn't do that. See, Nigeria is not the country one would like to die for. That's the way I look at it. They never to do this well. It was only the Enugu state, I think, did the most they can do for him and other Nigerians in general. Like Omogo, who is in the UK, in US, sorry. What's his name? I forgot his name. His popular name is Omogo. This was the man who, whenever he comes to Christian will feel home. He will feel at home too. You see? So it's unfortunate he died.
So what can be done to, make that recognition, to increase recognition for people like Christian Chukwu, at least before they die, instead of posthumous recognition? What can be done to, create that awareness to recognize and appreciate people like this?
Good. In our Igbo culture, nobody should know when he's alive. It's when that person dies that you see people took to this place, bringing some cows, some drinks, and that. That is other nonsense as far as I'm concerned. Give to that person when he's still alive. For people to make things happen, to recognize their legends like Christian, build an edifice, name it after him. That's a big recognition. Then look towards his family affairs. Show him. His welfare is the most ultimate. Right?
Yeah.
So, if they can go through that way, I think we'll have a better society and a better understanding.
So would you say that his story and, what played out with him reflects the sacrifices of many players of your generation, as well, and what you guys did for the country?
Well, for us, the Nigerian, let me just say, the Southeast zone never recognized our efforts towards the Igbo man's race. Listen now, our motto, not one China, the exact motto of Rangers, through difficulties to the heights.
Okay. All right. So now, but looking at, you mentioned the Super Falcons that were, recognized for their 10th WAFCON of win. Now, would you say that there is a difference, or an improvement in what is being done for, Nigerians in the sports world or in football, and what they do, for the country?
Yes, in fact, that is politics. It is politics. All right? As far as I'm concerned, it's politics. Yes, they will be rewarded. Fine. But there are other areas that needed to be touched. There are other areas that need to be touched.
Okay. Like
Yes.
like what areas?
Fine. Look at the many states. They don't even have the infrastructure for this for promoting sports, right from grassroots upwards. Now they've seen that sports is a motivating factor, a friendly factor, money making factor. But they don't start from the grassroots. It is you who will now train yourself, sponsor yourself, come to the limelight. That is when they recognize you. They don't recognize you from the scratch. So these are the areas they will see go into.
Yes, okay. So now, aside all of this, back to you and your personal relationship with Christian Chukwu. Now, what did you personally learn, from interacting with him and for being around him, either as a teammate or as a friend or as a mentor, whatever? What did you learn?
Yes. First and foremost, I learned humility from him. I learned self-control from him. You don't see Christian get angry. Okay? You will hardly see him get angry. Even if you're insulting him, he will laugh it off. These are the things I learned from him.
All right. Now, what do you believe is his greatest contribution to Nigerian football? I mean, you've mentioned that he was a good mentor. He would always encourage, his colleagues and all of that. But what exactly would you say personally is his greatest contribution to Nigerian football?
Good. In fact, if I have to start saying, I will mention another good fellow, like Chukwu Demani. Christian Chukwu is almost, in fact, he made it through his accurate passes. So people learn from him through accurate passes. When and when not to give you a ball, when to go and when not to go. These are the attributes that makes him a super chairman of Nigerian defense football.
I can hear you.
Right. So you see, there is commanding ability makes him an exceptional man in that soccer and Rangers, in especially and Rangers and Green Eagles. These are the places he played, and these are the places he's known for. So I think I don't know what else or what attributes I will add to Christian's soccer career or something else.
Yeah. So now, how would you say that the football community and the country as a whole should continue to preserve his legacy going forward?
Well, because he served this country, I pray that Nigerians will all come out and recognize him the way they did to the Falcons. Christian is a household name. It's a household name. It's not a tribalistic human being. It's just plain.
Okay.
He's not a tribalistic man. Alright?
Yes.
Yes. He's a friend to all. If you're an Hausa man, you are his friend. He will encourage you. A Yoruba man, you lose something. He give you from wherever you come from.
Exactly. So now, let's say the younger players now come to you and they ask you about Christian Chukwu, and what story or what lesson would you share with them to to make them understand Christian Chukwu, and also to encourage them to be like him?
Right. This time around, I think it is theory. It's no more practical. It is now it's more of a theory, because I will telling them story of what it looks. But then, through illustrations, they will now come to know exactly who and what Christian Chukwu is all about.
All right. Thank you so much, Mazi Paul Obiako, ex-national and Rangers footballer. Thank you for your time.
You are welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
And the morning show will be back in a moment. Do stay with us.
Okay.
With a population of about 36 million people, the Southeast is awash with stories. Every day on Southeast News, we tell the peculiar story of the Southeast and her people.
Our southeast should be the Silicon Valley of Nigeria.
Their successes, achievements, and daily challenges. Do you have a Southeast story to share? Community achievements and challenges, completed and uncompleted projects, bad roads, water scarcity, erosion, flooding, insecurity, or even disagreements? Bring it on to Southeast News. On Southeast News, no story is too big or too small. Southeast News. Let's tell our story. Showing on Signature TV every weekday at 4 p.m. WAT, 1600 hours GMT. With a population of about 36 million people, the Southeast is awash with stories. Every day on Southeast News,
Signature TV. News in your pocket.
Now, in the spirit of football and, paying our respects and tribute to legends like Christian Chukwu, we'll be taking a brief biography on him. Christian Chukwu Okoro, from 1951 to 2025, Nigerian football legend, player, captain, and coach. Christian Chukwu Okoro was born on January 4th, 1951 in Enugu, Nigeria. As a child, his parents discouraged him from playing football, even making him hawk plantains to keep him off the pitch. However, his passion never faded. He began playing at Christ Church Primary School, Uwani, and later at National Secondary School, Nike. He joined Highlanders FC, a local team owned by the Ministry of Finance, and soon gained recognition. He later played for East Central State Academicals, where he helped win the National Cup. His early success convinced his family to take his talent seriously. Chukwu played as a defender and was known for his leadership and skill on the field. He spent most of his club career at Enugu Rangers from 1972 to 1981. His international career from 1974 to 1981, he represented Nigeria 54 times and scored 5 goals. Captain of the national team, the Green Eagles, from 1974 to 1980, led Nigeria to its first Africa Cup of Nations title in 1980 with a 3-0 victory over Algeria. Also played in the 1976 and 1978 editions of the tournament, where Nigeria finished as runners-up. After retiring as a player, Chukwu transitioned into coaching, holding several prominent roles. Enugu Rangers from 1982 to 1985, 86 to 88, and 2005 to 2009. Nigeria U17 team from 1985 to 1986, Kenya national team from 1998 to 2003, and Nigeria national team from 2003 to 2005. He led Nigeria to the semi-finals of the 2004 Africa Cup of Nations, but was later suspended during the 2006 World Cup qualifying campaign, which ended with Nigeria missing out on the qualification. He returned to Enugu Rangers in 2008 to 2009 and served later as the club's general manager and CEO, an appointment made by Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi. Christian Chukwu was known for his strong friendships with former teammates and fellow football legends. He was deeply influenced by mentor Dan Anyam and spent much of his youth on Robinson and Kenyatta Streets in Enugu. He was married and had 4 children, 2 sons and 2 daughters. In 2019, when he faced health challenges, the Nigeria Football Federation and philanthropist Femi Otedola helped raise funds for his treatment in the United States, where he later recovered. Christian Chukwu passed away on April 12, 2025 at the age of 74. He is remembered as one of Nigeria's greatest football figures, a trailblazer, a leader, and a mentor to many. May his soul rest in peace. Amen.